Go ahead, Ado.
Alright, I'll do a quick recap then. So, I'll start from the moment I entered the city. So, my main goal was to go to the guild and take on and...
You're cutting in and out for me.
Yeah, is it just me or are you just continuously
me
bugging
too.
out? Okay.
What? Oh, it's not working?
No, you're
You're cutting in and
continuously
out.
like bugging out as if you're muted or not, and then not, and then muted again.
Okay, is it better now?
I don't know.
I
You need
think
to
so.
start
I
Talk
didn't
a-
change anything, but
Yeah, talk a little more and we'll find out.
Yeah.
sure, I'll restart. So I entered the city looking for a job, and then I tried to follow this rich-looking dude, hoping to make some cash. And then he gets stabbed by a blue guy. He runs away. I chase after him, tried to shoot him, but I missed. Then I chase him inside a tavern or an inn. And then I accidentally, or maybe I did kill the blue guy, I don't know, but killed a woman with a bloody dagger in her hands. And then I tried to chase the blue guy a little bit more, then I lost him. So I basically went back to Thieves Guild without getting seen, of course. And then I found a homeless guy with 2 puncture wounds in his neck, looking very pale and dead. So I figure vampires maybe, and then I just basically move on to the Thieves Guild and tell my story about the guy and the dead guy, and then wouldn't believe me after I talked about the dead guy and vampires. And basically then I returned to the party, and the next day I got a quest where we could go to this abandoned tower. We have the key. If there's something there. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. So, as of now, you have all gathered together near the campfire. Gumby doesn't know anything what happened yet, so take it from there.
Well,
Okay.
nothing much happened.
Except for the blue guy and the vampires.
Right.
And the crow that was controlled by the demon watching
Well,
us.
that's already happened before.
Oh, and of course, what happened to Gumby himself?
Which
Yeah.
we have
we
no
haven't
idea.
touched on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wanna know?
so... Do you want to know? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, initiate the conversation.
Okay. So what did you
I
end
walk
up
up.
having to do?
Wow, he really wants to know. He's really interested.
I also
people.
just woke up in reality, so this is fun.
So, I thought I was going to do something with Ventek here, but I didn't. Turns out, let me get my notes. I don't have my notes open. I wrote it all down.
Very useful.
Yep.
Bark.
Mm-hmm. It's feeding time for them. Someone else should be taking care of that. But
Okay.
They make it clear.
So a human cleric took me into like a house that basically so I did like a chapel of sorts. So the thing about this place is this cleric was from a different religion of sorts. He was from one that worships like oceanic or like water gods. So from what I know, there's been a little bit of tension between like the water gods and Melisandre, but there's tension but no conflict. It's just like I'm a better guy, that kind of stuff. Anyhow, so this cleric takes me into the house and there's a priest inside. And he says that no other religious leaders have answered his call for help. And he told me that during the riots, a delivery meant to honor the goddess Maria didn't make it to its destination, and so Goddess retaliated by flooding the chapel's basement. So, about 2 days before I got there, there was a portal opened to a water plane, and it had been leaking into the basement ever since. About the size of the portal was about the size of the door, but there was a smaller hole in it that water was leaking through. The priest wanted me to go and seal it. He said there may be a couple water creatures that I have to fight, but then I would be able to keep whatever I found. So went downstairs. Immediately ran into a frog slash fish-like creature, a Kuatola.
It's a fish, yeah.
Yeah, it attacked. They took it out, looted it, got some monies, and did this with about 4 others. Just kind of looked around, didn't really find much. Then I got to the portal. There was another Kuatola there. Took that out and then closed it up. Investigated it. Never seen anything like it. Couldn't really find out too much, so I closed it up using a scroll that the priest had given me to close it, and that was it. Done.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. So, mission accomplished.
And I don't think, Ado, you shared about your new job, the new job yet.
Yeah, sure. Copy, we got a job.
We do?
Yeah. We do. Well, I kind of found a job where we can check out this tower and see what's inside.
Oh.
Take anything that's maybe of value.
Where is this tower?
To the south of, to the west of Himera.
About how far?
In the direction in, like, around here.
Right. Wrath, how long will it take for us to get there?
I'm not looking at that map at all.
Well, it's pretty close. Like, it's 2
Yeah,
squares away. Like, if
Like,
that...
they...
Yeah, it'll take about a day. Like, if you leave now, you'll end up there in midday.
With the
So we're-
horses?
Yeah, it's
foot.
like you pack up your camp,
Okay.
just casual movement.
So we're thieves now?
No, we're explorers.
Exploring a tower that somebody owns so we can take it?
No, it's abandoned. At least it should be.
Okay, fair enough.
It's legally abandoned. It might be illegally occupied.
Well,
I
it's
don't-
officially abandoned, but yeah.
I don't know what the squatting rules are in this world.
Found it first, it's mine.
Maybe.
Anyway, you guys up for going there?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if it's nothing, we're heading in that direction anyway.
Alright.
Alright, Wrath, so we'll gather up everything and go.
Okay. If nobody else has anything really to do,
What happened to the prisoner? I just gave him up to the...
yeah, you basically gave them up to the authorities.
Okay.
At least to the church authorities.
Okay. Did
Because
I
since
get
they're-
did I get confirmation that my debt had been paid?
More or
the-
less,
from
yeah.
a
It's
cleric
like
or monk?
you did what you had to do.
That your
Okay.
debt had been paid with air quotes.
Well, yeah, that's what the that monk or whoever said.
The paladin, yeah.
The paladin, yeah.
So you make it there within the day
Okay.
without. Oh, I'm moving the map. Wrong way.
That works too. The result is pretty much the same.
Yeah, but it probably isn't too good for the overall world. If
Yeah.
everything suddenly like moves a couple of
Every-
kilometers
yep.
to
I
the
don't
right.
think we would survive, but
Yeah. That won't be.
Oh, look a tree! Oh, look a tree! Oh, look! Oh, I'm dead.
Splat.
splat. Yeah.
Oh, look a house. Uh-oh. So you are at the split. You know that the tower should be around here somewhere, but where? Eh. You have a general ID, so we'll do perception and survival.
Or survival
Checks.
and survival, so both.
It's like or you can choose.
Okay, well it's the same roll for me.
So
do
for
I
one,
choose the
you're
plus
looking for a
3 or the
giant
Nice,
tower,
two
by
twos
the
in a
other-
row.
8?
Yay! I'm consistent.
Yeah, so we got
Oh,
three,
Well then,
three twos out of that.
there's a big forest in the way. You can't immediately see what you're looking for. You were kind of scurrying. You're looking around for paths and that sort of thing, and aren't really finding them.
Okay, I'm gonna use my cape and fly up and look again. How does that sound?
That sounds like something that would give you advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Do I still get the chance to fly that thing?
Nope.
No.
This is one of Drake's things. He wanted wings.
So he took a cape.
Yep.
Close enough.
22.
Now that you're above the treetops, you find the tower itself relatively easily.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to go through like the forest itself, and from this height you cannot see like a path that would move through the forest. You'll have to find a place where you put the carts.
Yeah.
You could lead the horses themselves. That wouldn't be that big of a problem. It'll.
Why don't we lead one horse and leave another?
That way only one of them dies.
Yep, exactly. Well, probably.
Yeah, the one who's left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take one and leave one, because why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Tyraneus, you can choose which one is taken with you and which one is left behind.
Okay. Is there? I didn't know there was much of a difference.
I don't think there was.
Yeah, but then again, it's your job to take care of the horses, so.
Okay. We leave the one that was pulling the wagon since it needs a rest.
That's the excuse.
And we're sticking with it.
Leaving you to die.
And we're sticking with it. Okay. You move out into the forest. You can make a survival check to see if you can find a path.
Oh.
Yeah, Tyraneus.
Well, it's survival. It's not.
I only have
Everybody-
perception. 9. Huh.
But Gumby can actually find a path, but Gumby just
Well, I haven't looked
walks.
yet. I'm gonna. It's my perception roll because my survival doesn't come up with my macro, but it's the same thing. 20.
Yeah, everybody but Gumby can find a path. Gumby just walks behind you. And you... after a while you get a little bit of a clearing, and in the middle of that clearing is a large black tower. It is multiple stories high, 4 or 5 stories, with probably a raised ceiling, so there's like around 15 to 20 meters high, give or take. The top of the tower is beautifully garnished with how are they called? Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles who are standing on top of it, and the front door, so to say, is also guarded by 2 gargoyles who are very mean looking. The entire tower is made of black stone. It seems very smooth, although nature has taken over here and there. So you can see very small plants sprout out of the tower a little bit, and most of the plants are kind of climbing up against the side of the tower. All in all, it is a very imposing structure. That's it.
Okay. I think Ty should cast Detect Magic while, as a ritual, while we take a look around from a distance.
Won't argue with that.
Okay.
Okay. So you use Detect Magic. What you?
Yes.
So after 10 minutes of spending,
And I see nothing. I'm blind.
basically the entire tower has magic. The structure itself, it just emanates magic. If that means that the you feel the different types of magic, and you basically feel all different sorts of magic. It is clear to you that this is indeed a tower that's either magical itself, or magic has been used so many times that the tower itself is just kind of infused with the energies, and therefore gives off the magical feeling.
I can't remember. Have we already established whether or not we know about gargoyles in game?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay.
What kind of check would that be? History, Arcana?
Gargoyles.
Yeah.
I'm uncertain. I think Arcana would be it.
Okay.
Okay.
Technically, my Arcana is higher than my History, so
15. Wow,
Can I use
everybody's doing
history
well
or
on that
not?
one.
I got 21. Apparently, I have heard of gargoyles.
I don't need to.
Well, my
No, what we're doing is Arcana checks.
I'm not gonna do
So-
any Arcana.
Drake, you basically, in a lesser sense, also feel kind of the energies coming off from the tower
Mhm.
and a little bit of the surroundings. It's clearly magical.
Okay, but do I know anything about like animated gargoyles in my lessons?
I don't know if you know anything.
Well, because I'm trying not to metagame. Like, what is my?
Let's say. I'd say it's a nature check if you know anything about gargoyles in the first place.
Okay. Would that
Justin?
be for
Since they're
everyone?
elemental creatures.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
just him?
it's the same role, I
Right.
think. No.
What do you say?
Is it just
Well.
him?
14.
No, anyone who wants to.
No.
Wow, I rolled the lowest with a 14. That's pretty darn good.
So, most of you have heard of gargoyles. They are weird things. First off, gargoyles that you put on castles and the like are nothing more than copies of an actual creature, which is a gargoyle. They are elemental creatures coming from the earth elemental plane. And when in their normal form, they cannot be distinguished from basically a statue. They look exactly the same, feel exactly the same. There's nothing about them that says this is a living creature. However, they are living creatures. All of you, up until actually Gambi and Dolos, you know that the reason why people put gargoyles on top of buildings is to intimidate others, because perhaps it's not a statue but it's actually a creature. And Tyraneus,
Yep.
you know about gargoyles just a little bit more. In combat they use their bite and their claws. Their wings aren't just there, they can actually use them to fly. For a normal person they are quite dangerous. but the more seasoned a person is, the more knowledge he has, the more experience he has in whatever he pursues, the less dangerous they become.
How many do we see, by the way?
There are 2 right next to the front door,
Yeah.
and above the tower itself, just on the complete top, there are 4, each of them looking in one of the wind directions.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I think we should do a group check to look at the gargoyles and just see if any of them seem to be kinda out of place, even not by much. Like one of them's a little too far to the side or something. Like one of them, if they're real, they messed up getting in position or something like that.
Just blast them.
So that's what I'm looking for, Wrath, with this check, which I don't see squat.
Again.
Jeez Louise, that's I've rolled 2 2s and a
Take
3.
over my curse.
The group perception.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
We're in
there's him
trouble
in the
now.
double digits.
So Hellfire is over again. He rolled a 17 and a 19 perception.
Dolos.
What the heck?
Dolos,
Yes.
the two gargoyles on the front who are sitting in front of the door. You're looking at them and you can see that there is an imprint on the floor, and around them, at almost all places, there are like small parts of circles where something very heavy had stood.
It all related to the group, and I have a good feeling those are actual gargoyles. And, like it has.
Point out the
Yeah.
the
I'll
group.
point out those areas.
Yeah, lovely.
Prince.
So there's a chance. There is a decent chance that they are gargoyles, which means there's a possibility that the other 4 are as well, but it's not guaranteed. However, I will add that, especially for the archer of the group, that if they're going to be made of stone, most likely they won't be too... arrows won't be too effective. So you might have to melee this one. You understand what I'm saying?
Arrows are too effective or not effective?
Probably not going to be effective, because they're hard as rock, and your arrows aren't magical. So magic and magic weapons would be pretty
I kinda
effective.
do have magical arrows though.
Do you have magical arrows? Really? Not just silver ones, but you have magical ones. And you're willing to use them in this fight? It's fine by me.
I could shoot one. See what happens.
By the way, we're pretty much like in the open, right, Wrath?
Sneak attack.
It's like you are on the edge of the forest and just looking at a little clearing with the tower in the middle.
Okay. Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to fire off a round against them? How
Wait,
far
each
away
of
are we?
us?
Wrath, how far away are we?
60 feet.
Oh, perfect. So, how far apart are the gargoyles on the ground?
How wide is a door?
Okay, so like a meter
You
maybe.
mean like a door to a...
Like a big
Door
door?
to
Like a double door.
Okay.
A double door?
3.
Probably 2
Probably
meters
about
across.
2 to 3
6
meters?
feet, which means...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just less than 2 meters across.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically that. And then one of them is standing a little bit on the left, the other one is standing on the right, and they're a little bit in front of the door itself.
Well, here's
So
what
it's
I'm
not like they're
thinking.
against the wall of the tower, but just a little bit off.
We don't know if the other 4 are actual gargoyles. They could just be decorations, but they could be...
Wait, it's 5 total?
There's 6 total.
6.
Oh. Okay, I thought there were only 4.
So,
2 in
we can
front,
see.
4 on top.
it
Yeah.
might not be a bad idea. I mean, they may not even activate depending on what we do. But I think it's safer to take them out while we can. So it might be a good idea to call some lightning down from the 2 of them. But that's a pretty powerful spell. And I don't think it's super necessary. We seem to be far enough away where... I mean, I can be another 60 feet away and take a couple shots at them while they approach, if anything happens. What do you guys think we should do?
Can you Sacred Flame just to see if anything happens if they react?
Well, for me, Firebolt's not a... There's no downside from using Firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should definitely attack them from a distance. See what happens.
Just check the range of...
See how many attack, so we
60
know what's
feet,
going
yeah.
on.
Okay, well, I'll attack with a Firebolt, you'll attack with a Sacred Flame. Dolos!
They have to succeed on a dex check. It'd be pretty hard.
Yeah, because they're... Yeah.
Because they're stone.
Yeah. Dolos. You...
Or I'll
Yeah.
just wait until they react and then shoot.
Okay, so you'll basically ready yourself for an attack,
Yeah.
and your reaction will be to fire when if they move. Ty, what about you?
Well, I can prepare to cast Call Lightning.
You could even do that to start, but it might not be a good idea
Might
to
be
do it.
overkill, though.
Yeah, if they're... I mean, we're pretty certain that those two at least are gargoyles, but against two gargoyles, I'm fairly confident in our abilities as a group, especially because we're at a distance and we seem to have the surprise on our side. So, do you have any... What's the distance of Ice Knife? Not that it really matters. It doesn't matter actually, because that's... that would be too far away because it's a 5-foot radius. I mean, you could technically throw the Ice Knife between them, but that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, 60 feet range.
Right, but it's a 5-foot explosion, which is further out than they are.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could try to cast Entangle, but they could just fly after, so... I mean, I guess you could do nothing. That's always an
Well, I
option.
mean,
That's always an option.
But I can be prepared to cast Call Lightning if I decide to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way it works in game is that if you...
If you prepare to call lightning, you actually use the slot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. 60 feet should be enough that I can cast it if we need to.
Yep. Okay, so we're in agreement?
Sounds
Do
good.
we have an accord?
Okay. So I'm going to cast Firebolt, you're going to cast
Roll
Sacred
initiative.
Flame. Okay. Well. Sure.
With advantage?
Oh, Ado!
Possibly.
What did you do?
The one time
I didn't even click on myself.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I need to select my character.
It didn't work because our characters aren't on this map, or at least...
Edo at least didn't take his character, so I'll be putting his character on the map.
I just see a black box.
It's because
there we go.
there's a very small place. I see Dolos.
And here comes Gumby.
Thank you.
There we roll
Here
initiative.
is Drake.
That's my initiative.
Buff
Oh,
Gumby.
20! Not a
And
natural, but
here
a 20.
is
Thanks.
and Dolos had a terrible 7.
7.
You want to add me, or...
So that's ascending, that's the wrong way. Descending.
I don't-
You're already in there.
I don't see me in there.
You're
You
here.
don't see me
I
either.
see you.
I don't see either. of
Zoom
them.
out.
Here,
Zoom out.
in the turn order?
Oh.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
turn
no,
order.
no,
turn
the
order.
I don't see us in the turn order. Try canceling it real quick and then redoing it, Wrath.
I see Dolos and Gumby.
I see old me.
Yeah, apparently you have
There,
ult.
no, I'm missing.
Let's do
And
this. Do.
Oh,
Gumby?
Dell disappeared.
Did you
Yeah,
see
I did it on
yourself?
purpose.
Yeah, I see me in turn order.
Yeah, let's
Dolos,
this.
do you
Boom.
see yourself?
Wow, that wasn't much worse.
Tyraneus?
No, I just see the 3 others.
Alright, put yourself in there.
Just roll your initiative again
And we'll put him in,
and see if
the
that
other one.
works.
Because your initiative was 6. So,
There
And
we
it's
go.
6.
And it's 18, which sucks.
and it's 6.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 18, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 6.
Look, it says right there, 18.
New rule, we defined initiative by 3.
Ouch!